Speaking module general round questions. As always, understand speaking is not a rocket science. Everyone can easily get from a simple score to the best and the best score. What you have to do? Simple things. First of all, please don't fear. Next, do a correct practice. Last minute one day midnight batting will not give you a good score. Try to speak on the given topic and try to change your vocabulary. Work on that. And this video session is to help you to understand how to change your vocabulary, how to speak more, how to speak in continuation, how to speak on the topic, and how to use the topic related words. So chalo, let's begin. The general round topic on the form internet. There are 4 good questions on this topic, 5 good questions, and I have developed good answers for them. All I want you to do is revise these answers, learn the vocabulary, understand the pattern, make your own answers, and share with us so that we can evaluate how well you stand and how well you perform. So here we begin. When did you start using the internet? What is the question asking? The question speaks about your usage of internet, the time. So you have to speak on this topic very clearly. When was it? And obviously the tense used here will be past because this is speaking about your past experience, isn't it? So how the answer might be? I think it was around. Never start using the same words of the question in your answer. That might reduce your score rather than jump directly to the point, and avoid the words like well, and it is the phrase I have used, which is I think. It was around, past tense. What is this around? The vague word. I am highlighting all the important words also so that you too use in your speaking. It was around 7 years ago. And when was it? During my +2 days, when I was doing my intermediate, when I was taking my +2 after my 10th standard. Back then, the good word used for past. So it is back then. Internet access wasn't as common. Wasn't, because this is speaking. Try to see that you use short forms. As common. Only a few of us had the privilege. Privileges. We had the opportunity. We had the chance. And the good word is privilege. We used to explore it again in the past, right? So the past tense. We used to explore it. Instead of using the word use, we are using the word explore. We used to explore it mostly on weekends with friends, and honestly, it felt like stepping into another world. Right, a very good idiom, a fitting idiom. The world was completely new, the world was completely different. So the correct phrase is stepping into another world. Repeat along with me, stepping into another world. While you are doing the video, watching the video, rehearse with me so that you learn the words also. Right. It was quite the craze. At that time, internet, when it started, it was highly appreciated. It was much liked. So we have used the word craze. It was quite the craze, and we were all wide-eyed with curiosity. Again, a good idiom to learn, all wide-eyed. That means we were highly excited. Now, after teaching you something good, I am teaching you how to keep it simple and casual also. So, when was the last? From the same answer, we will make our own simple and good answer now. Okay, so it is the same question again. When did you start using the internet? I think it was around 7 years back then, it was no less than a craze. Exploring internet was like stepping into another world. It was amazing, and I was all wide-eyed with curiosity, right? We learn, and we are learning with our own words and making a new good sample answer. Isn't it good? Fine. Let's move on to the next one. How often do you go online? That means, what is the frequency? How often you are online? These days, not as much as before. Why are we speaking, children? We are speaking to show the language. Always make a point that one or the other way there is an exhibition of language in your answer for sure. And that is where your practice is very important. Your understanding the video, making the notes on those important language expressions and idioms is very, very important. So here, another question. It is how often? So we have used a comparative degree, not as much as. Not as much as. Right. So again, the answer. These days. These days. Again, we can go with an informal word, that is of late. Of late means recently. Of late, not as much as before. Since I am preparing for my exams, I am, again the short forms. Do mention, because you are doing a speaking module, and in the speaking, short forms contractions are highly important and appreciated. That will trigger your score to a band 1 for sure. So it is, since I am preparing for my exams, I have made a conscious effort, a collocation word now, a conscious effort, a clear effort, a decided effort, a dedicated effort, a prepared effort. So these are all the collocations you can use. You learn from one word and you follow some other words related to that. Right. So it is, I have made a conscious effort to cut down on screen time. We are not using the same internet again. So we have changed the vocabulary to screen time. And we are saying that cut down on. So these are the three words. Cut down on. Don't use only the word cut. And to learn, practice, working, dedication is important, isn't it? Similarly, moving now, I just hop online. Hop means do something very quickly. Hop means to do something very quickly, instantly. I just hop online for a couple of hours, sometimes even less. Again, the word even and less. What are these? These are the comparative degree words. Even less. You could say, I am trying to avoid falling down the rabbit hole of endless scrolling. Again, lot of idioms and expressions in this answer. I am not tempting you, or I am not compelling you, or I am not forcing you to learn everything. I am rather saying that avoid your common usage and try to learn at least 1/4 of the vocabulary from the video sessions here. So here it is, I could say. It is not honestly every time. So it is, I could say, an expression. Again, I am the short form. Trying to avoid falling down the rabbit hole. Falling down the rabbit hole is getting into the trap. Getting into the trap of endless scrolling. How is the scrolling? It's endless, limitless. So again the collocations, endless, scrolling, limitless, scrolling, unavoiding scrolling, tempting scrollings. Right. So now, after learning from this, time to prepare our own answer. How often do you go online? So it is of late, it is rather less in in comparison to what I did earlier. I have made a conscious effort of cutting down on my screen time. I have understood how I have been falling down the rabbit hole of un- unending scrolling. It's just that couple of hours, and that too for very solid and genuine reasons. So, what am I going online for? For very solid and correct reasons. I am not scrolling only for wasting away the time or whiling away the time. Hope you are learning. Now, the third question: how does the internet influence people? Oh, it's a double edged sword for sure. Double edged sword is an idiom which means danger on both the sides. On one hand, because this is speaking, you can use the expression on one hand. But when you're doing your writing, you should use the word on the other, on the one hand. Right. So now continuing the answer. On one hand, it's a treasure trove of information, a treasure trove. That means a bundle of, abundance of, a lot of, a treasure trove of information, and makes life incredibly convenient. How is the life going on? Very good. But on the flip side, that is on the other side, a reminder to all the students again, use this phrase or the transition word only for the speaking, not for writing. So it is on the flip side, it eats in